Come light it up, I'm ready to go. Come light it up, come light it up, I'm ready to go. Come light it up,
The second lie is that the modern data stack is modern. Now, I know there may be some oohs and ahs in the audience on this one, but the reality is this concept of the modern data stack is actually the same exact data stack from decades ago. It's just built for the cloud. And being built for the cloud does not necessarily make something modern just in and of itself, right? In the earlier days, we had Informatica and we had Teradata. Today maybe we have Fivetran or Matillion, and we have Snowflake, right? But it's the same concept of taking data out of your different systems, loading it into one database. And so the stack itself is not necessarily fundamentally different, and it assumes that you have to migrate in order to modernize. And we don't think that's true. We also think that data lakes are actually better than data warehouses for a lot of the reasons that I alluded to earlier, which is that data lakes allow you to work with open data formats and really break that vendor lock-in where you're stuck in one proprietary system. So using formats like Iceberg or Hudi or Delta are going to give you a lot more flexibility, a lot more future-proofing for your architecture over many, many years than proprietary data warehouses. So, in summary, this is a movie we've seen before, not unlike the many versions of Fast and the Furious. I'm not even sure how many sequels they've made at this point, but similar story here with the modern data stack. And we believe that modernization is a process, not necessarily a stack of technologies. And a great example of that is Priceline. Priceline, we all know Priceline. They offer low-cost travel options for you, hotels and flights and so forth. And they've been on a modernization journey, which they refer to as moving towards a data mesh. They launched a major transformation initiative to leverage significant amounts of streaming and historical data sets stored across different cloud and on-prem systems. A large part of their journey is migrating data to Google Cloud in particular, and they needed connectivity to Oracle, to Google Cloud Storage, to Google BigQuery, and others. And we've partnered closely with the Google Cloud team to make sure that the Priceline team can make these connections and drive their business. In fact, one of their use cases is also around personalization, trying to improve personalization through connecting historical data with newer data. And I think that's probably a use case that many of you resonate with in attendance today.